down here. Just to die, Aldmeri dog. The traps, dog. You'll never get past the traps. The ancients were too good at their craft. You'll never get to the circlet. Why not tell you? There's nothing you can do to stop us. The aliens hid many things down here, but we came for the circlet. The grand circlet of elven authority. The circlet's wearer has complete domination over elves. Every Mer, every descendant of Aldmer blood must bend a knee to its wearer. We'll deliver it to Lavinia. She'll rule the world. I don't know, and I don't care. With that circlet on the General's head, your precious Irene will be just another groveling elven wretch. The Queen's agent, you mean? The Eye of the Queen? Yes, he's down here. We have him cornered. Trapped. He'll never leave these ruins alive. I'm going to go to Aetherius knowing my death is worth it if the Queen's paw is lopped off. We came for the circlet. General Lavinia has great plans. Traps. The circlet's wearer has complete domination over elves. Every Mer, I don't know.
Over here! It is good to see a friend in such a dark place. We are trapped, my friend. We hold the door against the Colovians, but that is all the good news Raz has. Beyond us, the ruin has collapsed. We cannot reach you, and you cannot reach us. Raz and his men came down here knowing what had to be done. You and I have done the Queen's work in the past, yes? Raz must trust you to do what we cannot. You must unlock the shrine behind you and destroy the circlet. We cannot risk it, my friend. The tales of the circlet make it a clear and present threat to the Queen and all of the Dominion. It must be destroyed, even though it may cost Raz his life. You have to depress the triggers in the proper order. We found runes along this corridor saying it's a sequence of 4 triggers. Press the first to the left, and then the last to the right. The other 2, we could not find. Raz feels he should say... he should say his farewells. Do not worry, my friend. This one will not hold his death against you. Well... the truth is that it is your choice. You could take the circlet and free us from this room. The rune on the wall behind you, the tower, that should fire up the defenses and end our Colovian problem. No, the circlet is an abomination. It must be shattered, destroyed. Razumdar's duty here is clear. The circlet cannot be allowed to leave the vault. Razumdar is first in the eyes of the Queen. He has sworn his life to the service of Irene Arana Aldmeri. To die in service to Her Majesty, it is what he prays for in the morning. Well, perhaps not prays for. You are Razumdar's friend, his comrade, another trusted soul in the eyes of the Queen. Raz knows you will make the hard decision. You will do what must be done. Ha! Raz trusts you not to do that. But more importantly, holding the circlet and using it are very different propositions. Without the proper incantations, the circlet is useless. Incantations Raz intends to see destroyed with Senalana. Thank you, friend. I'll see you on the other side.
You've returned. What happened? Where is the Queen's agent? Unbelievable. Razumdar dead. I hope... Buri hopes that wherever he is, the moons shine bright upon him. If he trusted you with this task, he must have greatly respected you. Go well, soldier.
Mentana has served me well. He will destroy you. I don't want revenge. I want your submission.
Get out of here before my babies find you. They'll tear you apart. This has never happened to me before. So many people are dead. It's a sad tale. For 20 years, I've raised all kinds of exotic beasties. From giant snakes to wolves and even, well, a few stranger things. Never had a problem, not once. Well, I was on my way to Thizrini Arena with my proudest accomplishment. A full brace of trained trolls. Or, at least they were tame when it was just us. Just me, the trolls, and their alpha. I named him Limrender. It's so sad. I think one of the miners must have gotten a cut working out here. There was blood on the air, and Limrender went mad with bloodlust. The other trolls followed him into the mine, and I'm just left out here, hoping they're all right.
Help! Help! Something's... Whoa there! Watch yourself! Something is terribly wrong in Green Hill. I just got back to town from a trip. I was conducting business for my wife. She runs the town. Very important. Anyway, there are strangers about and they're carrying things. Yes, I have. What does that have to do with anything? Look, these strangers, they had an evil look about them, and whatever they were carrying, it gave off waves of evil. Please, you have to help poor Gunlas. I saw them go into his house.
Oh, hello there. What can Ezra do for you? Ezra is good friends with Gunlas. She was just dropping in on him. No harm done. Ezra will be going now.
Help me destroy the crystal. A green keep you. If you hadn't come along, I don't know. I could have... I was taking a nap. Worked in the field today. I woke up to find that damn crystal. I'm sorry, I don't remember anything else.
Good to see you again, Hallandor. Make sure to check on your wife soon.
Did you find, Gunlas? Yes, you were going to see about the strangers. What now? Gunlas got trapped in a ritual. Why would he be doing a ritual in his house? He's not even a mage. A crystal? Oblivion, no. I thought they were jewel peddlers. I've seen crystals all over town. If those crystals are what's causing the strangeness, I have to find my wife. Please, will you do me another favor? Check the other houses in town. Look for Tashpia in the next house on. Lothiel and Ganil in the one across the square. My place is that last one on the row. Meet me there when you're done. Thank you so much. Has anyone ever told you you're pretty great? Because you are. Oh, that was Ezra. She's a good friend of Boanas, my wife. She was so nice. She was asking me how Boanas is. Oh, yeah. Ezra seems fine. Whatever's happening, she seems to be all right.
You were with the resistance at Arentia. Bright moons.
Get out of here! Now, kill!
bright moons and sharp claws. Thank you. I was outside, and I heard someone coming up behind me. Next thing I know, I am lying on the floor, writhing in pain. I am sorry, friend. Wish I could tell you more.
Thank you. And thank you for saving my Genii. I don't know what I'd do without her.
They took Boanas. My wife is gone. I got home and saw Boanas talking to Ezra Bar. As soon as Ezra Bar saw me, she shouted. 2 hooded men jumped me out of nowhere. One of the men slammed me up against the wall and they left, carrying Boanas. She called for help, but I don't know. I didn't see where they went. Maybe try looking at Ezra Bar's house. She lives in one of the Khajiit homes past the fields. I'll go look at the temple. If she managed to get away, it's the best place to hide.
What was that? Thank you for saving me. Did Hallandor send you? Well, Ezra Bar's been talking to me for days about wanting to set up statues, art pieces in the center of town. They're ugly and have these crystals. Anyway, when she came to talk to me today, she didn't come alone. Yes, they were very threatening. And when Hallandor showed up, they attacked me, dragged me down here. Ezra Bar apologized the entire time. She said she didn't want to be doing this. She kept talking about the temple ruins, something about the ruins being the source. She was beside herself. She kept saying, just don't hurt him. I don't know. I'm sorry. Everything happened so fast. Find that Khajiit! I can't believe she'd turn on her own like this. Huh. Business. Every few weeks, Harlandor volunteers for Rolkar's run. He goes off, sells our goods to the first peddler he sees, and heads to Hadron's with the coin. Let me guess. He was drunk when you got to town? I knew it. He came back to town sloshed, and it's only dumb luck these whatever they are didn't get him too. I love that man, but the Green knows he tests me. I think so. That probably... About a week ago, pilgrims began passing through town every day. Some of them asked about the ruins. I didn't think much of it, honestly. I should have paid more attention. He's right about that. He mentioned it offhand before he left for Rolkar. I didn't think much of it, just figured he was drinking again. But now, did you see that spirit thing? Are those things inside my neighbors? Huh. Business. I knew it. He came back to town sloshed. So much to do, so little time.
head. I was looking through the temple ruins, and somebody jumped me. By the green, my head hurts worse than the time I won the Troll Arena jackpot and we... Bonas, did you find her? Is she safe? Yes, she ran past me just a moment ago. I called to her, but she just kept running. Heard her crying as she ran. I will. Just be careful down there. The people in robes, the cultists, they're everywhere.
Dromathra, free yourselves and destroy the intruder!
How did you get down here?
Move to flank!
Charge!
from the sides!
Circle around!
You interfered for the last time. Now I will end you.
I must find him. You have caught Ezraba, miserable wretch that she is. She will not fight you. Ezraba she just wanted to save her husband. A week ago, Dark Pilgrims arrived in town. Members of the Stonefire cult. They came to this one's home in the night. They took him. Now, look. Yes, they took him so that she had to help them place those crystals. They did not tell her at first, but as soon as Ezraba saw one, she knew. They summoned the Dromothra. Ezraba will turn herself in. You have nothing more to fear from this one. She is so sorry. So very, very sorry for what she's done. This one will behave. You have nothing to fear from Ezraba. An old story, Ezraba thought. A tale the clan mothers tell to scare you, keep you from misbehaving. Ezraba only knows what she was told as a cub. The moons shine brightly at night, but where the bright, pale light shines, the darkness is that much deeper. As the Khajiit live in the light, so things live in the dark. These are the Dromothra. He could not be turned. That is who these dead are. The dead of Greenhill, the strong. The ones who would not submit to the darkness of the Dromothra. They killed him because he was strong.
I have digging to do and you're in my way.
brought Ezrabar out of the darkness. Well done. And those spirits seem to have gone back to wherever they came from. What did you do? Very well done. It seems that you have saved us, and perhaps all of Reaper's March, from a terrible fate. You are welcome here in Green Hill any time. There are still matters that must be considered. Harlandor's made it clear to me that Ezrabar didn't help the cultists willingly, but I still believe she should be punished. There is a part of me that feels she should be banished from Green Hill. That she should be set to bury those we've lost. Community service to ensure this never happens again. You've done so much for us already, but I need your help. Talk to the people of Green Hill, see what they say, then help me decide.
Ah, it's good to have a cool ale in my hand again. Such a bad day. Oh, you know. I say that the Green didn't give us all this to hold grudges. Give her another chance, you know? Besides, Bo would miss her if she wasn't here.
It's amazing to think Ezrabar was involved in all this. She's such a part of this community. That's why I need your counsel, my new friend. Ezrabar has been instrumental in Green Hill's success. The town would not be what it is today without her. I do not know what to do. Are you certain you've spoken to everyone you need to? I don't want to make this decision lightly. Very well. What have you decided? What do you say? Indeed. For all you've done for our little community, you have my thanks. You are most welcome in Green Hill from this day forth. Ezrabar is grateful for your kindness.
beauty. Taste the air.
Yes.
Advance.
Nonsense, dear. Just send down one of our most capable assistants.
What about the cult? You crazy old wizard! Thank Ariel, a competent soul. Good to see you again. You'd think I'd be used to working with him, but... Once again, I'm out in the field with the great and powerful Tellinger. And once again, he's trying very hard to drive me mad. Would you be willing to lend that crazy old wizard a hand? We came here to study the old Falanesti site. Unfortunately, a mad cult now controls the tunnels, the halls of Icar. They've used a set of corruption stones to seal the main entrance. Destroy those stones, and you'll gain access to the tunnels. You're a gift from the stars. Once you're in the tunnels, Tellinger should be easy to find. Do whatever it takes to get that old fool out of there. Oh, you know, working as hard as I can to keep him alive. Making sure the new students don't hear about past expeditions. The usual. 1 or 2 smaller outings, nothing like this. I've been trying to keep him close to home in Skywatch. Once I even managed to get him to a lecture on time. That was a good day.
If I could just find Falanesti, I could die happy.
Shasir.
What they put in that white eye? Oh, Sanguine's breath. I'm ruined. The relics are all gone. The papers are due today. Tellinger will never take me on now. Traveller, you've got to help me. I'm trying for an apprenticeship with Tellinger, the artificer. He gave me several relics to study. I was supposed to write a paper about each one. I might have started celebrating early. I have to finish writing and get those relics back. There's no way I can do both in the condition I'm in. Can you track down the relics for me while I finish my work? I've done all the research, I just have to get it written down. Oh, thank you, Traveller. The barkeep at the Waxing Crescent Inn. I think his name was Duzaljar. He has one of them and can probably tell you where to look for the others. We have to get the relics back before Meldil makes an appearance. One of Tellinger's apprentices. The Great Mage is sending him to review my work. And if our first meeting was any judge, he's a thrice-damned stuck-up son of a... Anyway, it would be bad if the relics were missing. Oh, it's a little fuzzy, but I think I drank so much I couldn't pay my tab. If I'm remembering it right, I said something like, "This crappy quartz thing should cover it, Catman." I don't have a good excuse. I had quite a lot to drink. And I have to assume I gave away or sold the other relics like I did the quartz idol. Perhaps to some of the other patrons.
You were with the resistance at Arentia. Great wounds.
You can trust it. You can trust this one implicitly. can trust this one. You can trust this. You can trust this. You can trust this one implicitly. You can trust this one.
Welcome to the temple at Rauka, Moon Hallowed. This one knows Hallowed. Former main Akuz-Ri is here. Preparations have begun. Your path to the Two Moons dance begins here and now. Excellent. The Queen, the Sylvanar, even the fallen light Akuz-Ri is within. This one's superior, Kalzana Bijo, awaits you at the dais. Follow Hadamdo, Hallowed.
My friend, isn't this amazing? It's my first time on the borderlands of Valenwood, and my first time in a Khajiit temple. I'm honored to be here today.
I know that scent. Green keep you, my friend. The Sylvanar and I are well pleased that we could be here to support the Khajiit people. Oh no. My people are deeply divided. I believe this is one of the most vulnerable moments our fragile Dominion has faced. King Camoran himself felt he had to remain in Valenwood, stay close to the people, keep them from worrying. I've spoken with the champions, taken in their scent. They seem lean, strong, flexible, much like my Sylvanar. I feel they do not have the experience, the age that the main should have. But I'm willing to watch and wait and see.
My friend, it's good to see you again. I'm thrilled I could persuade Aselmo to trek out here. We need to support Akuz-Ri and the champions. This is a vulnerable moment for our fragile new Dominion. Cautious might be a better word. Since the Dominion formed, there has been a great deal of political turmoil. The Old Guard in Oridon, resistance to King Camoran's rule, and now the spiritual leader of the Khajiit corrupted by a dark spirit. I've known the Speaker and the Main for years and have every confidence in them. I've spoken to Shazar and Kali here in the temple, and I'm most impressed. The Somerset Isles will support elsewhere, come what may.
Hallowed, strange to refer to you by that title after everything else you've done for the Dominion. But then, I suppose this was ordained in the moonlight, yes? News of Akuz-Ri's fall has spread as fast as the wind. All of elsewhere is talking about these two young women. As you probably know, this is the first time we've had two candidates for the main at the same time. There's a great deal of talk. I signed the Elden Accord. The people trust me. They trust my judgment. They know that I will serve ably as Speaker to the next main. With my help, the people will grow to love her.
This one is humbled to stand before the moon, Hallowed. You have done so much for Akuz-Ri's people. More than he has done in some time, he thinks. You speak falsely. As this one said at Arentia, Akuz-Ri is the main no more. The touch of darkness, the stain of Javad Darn's creature remains. He can never atone for what he did. This one has known Shazar and Kali since they were cubs, since their days at the temple. They are strong, proud women. Our people will be in good hands, whoever walks the Two Moons path.
Everyone has gathered for the ceremony, and now with your arrival, we are ready to begin. The ceremony begins with consumption of the moon sugar elixir. This unique brew will make your mind more receptive to the touch of Joan and Jode. We have prepared the temple for this unique trial. Never in recorded history have there been two candidates for the position of main. You will walk with each champion, meeting their guides and exploring their past. Every main walks 3 paths. The life path is spent growing and loving and learning. The ceremony, here today, begins their trial path. After the cleansing at the temple, each candidate faces a trial unique to the course of their life path. To prove worthy, a candidate must walk the trial path to its conclusion. Here in the march, that is the temple at Dune. Here, Shazah or Kali will walk the final path. The Two Moons path. We may speak more of that day later, Hallow. Every candidate that undergoes this ritual is met by a figure from their past. The trial path is meant to cleanse the candidate of doubt and regret. The guide aids in that process. The moon sugar elixir is the gateway to the ritual. It allows you to open the doors of your mind. Bask in the light of the moons. The touch of Joan and Jode will permeate your senses. Excellent. Let us begin. We have gathered here to usher the champions on to their next path. The trial path. These 3 cups contain moon sugar elixir, a sacred potion. They will allow the light of the moons into your souls. Champions, step forth and drink the elixir. This 3rd cup is for the Moon Hallowed, who will walk with the champions on their path. Hallowed, step forward and drink the elixir.
You know that elixir was actually pretty tasty. They never mentioned that in any of the texts.
Ugh, that elixir. I can't get the taste off my tongue. Do you feel more enlightened? I just feel a little sick.
Sure. Of course. Are the walls supposed to wobble like that? Never mind. Are you ready? That's the kind of confidence that we'll need. Let's do this. That hut, this place, are those supposed to be Nahatan flu victims? This must be where I'm to meet my guide.
Shazza, my daughter, it's good to see you again.
Father?
You've become so adept with magic, my daughter. Your wisdom has far exceeded my own.
Father, you are my guide. Why are you here? What am I to learn from this cleansing?
My Shazza, always so eager to learn. Cub, you and your sister have a connection that transcends knowledge. Now, you must face my past. Pray at the lunar shrines. Learn from Kali that you may face what lies ahead at Moonmont. Become what you were born to be.
Thank you for your wisdom, Father. Goodbye. You heard Father, yes? We must pray at the lunar shrines to learn more of my past. Let's do it.
This disease. We've been here for weeks, and we still know nothing about it. If we can't understand how it spread, how can we treat it?
We've already lost Neen and Lanalor. If we don't leave Orcrest now, the whole team will succumb. The flu has ravaged the city, and the Colovians will be here in days. You have to get your daughter out of here.
Old friend, it's too late for me. Shazza is in your hands now. Get her home safely. I'll do what I can before the end. Shazza, please try to be brave. I'm sorry I won't be there for you and your sister, and I pray that the flu never reaches Dune. Look after our family, and remember always, your father loves you. Moons above, he loves you.
My father? I should have known it would be one of our parents. Just like Main Zabeden show, 400 years ago. Father was sent to treat the Nahatan flu outbreak in Orcrest 17 years ago. The disease proved too potent, and he and his team died. I was there, as a cub. A disease, a mysterious illness that swept across the face of Tamriel. It is said that it was a punishment from the Argonians, a retribution for the dark deeds done against the race by the Dark Elves. But no one knows for sure. No, not at all. The creatures in these visions, I don't know. I don't. Wait, actually, it makes perfect sense. These visions are a part of me, as much as memories. I was terrified of plague victims. So many bodies. Father was the most talented alchemist in all of Dune. When we were young, clients would come from as far away as High Rock to consult him. I think the Main himself asked Father to tend the sick. I'll be fine. Kali and I have known we would face darkness here since we were cubs. I just wonder. I want to know what he meant earlier. Let's go and find out. I'm ready. I should warn you, though. We'll probably see more of those flu victim monsters in the next room. I was so frightened of them as a child. Get ready, and thank you. There's medical team? Dark moons. Those men and women worked with my father. Neen used to cook for us. She'd even stew vegetables when we asked nicely. No need for your sympathy, Hallowed. This is what my father meant. This is what he spoke of when he spoke of decisiveness. I need to move forward, no looking back. Yes, like Kali, I've spent so much of my life studying. So much spent examining texts, words. Action, though. Action is needed to be a true leader. Let's go, Hallowed.
Shazza doesn't look like her usual upbeat self. Is she all right?
Of course, of course. She probably knew exactly what to expect here. No moon sugar-induced vision would scare the likes of her. I'm ready. Shazza's done well, I'm sure. Time for my chance to prove my worth. Colovians here? These bastards killed my mother. Let's take them out.
Move now!
Fan out!
Colovian bastards! Where are you? I know there are more of you. I can smell you. Come out and face me! What's going on here?
You draw your sword when you're frightened, Kali. Just like when you were a little girl.
Mother? Is that you?
Even as a cub, you were filled with such anger. After I died, that anger grew. Now, you laugh and curse in turn.
Mother, Meimu, we lost you so long ago. And you were gone so much. Why are you here?
I know, Kali. But you and Shazza had each other. A bond that transcends your rage. Now, face your past. Face my rage. Pray at the lunar shrines. Know what has come before. That you may face what lies ahead at Moonmont. Channel your passion, Kali. Protect your sister and our people. Become what you were born to be.
Wait! Don't go!
Captain, you have to pull back. There's too many of them.
Get my daughter out of here, Sergeant. I'll hold them off. Die, Colovian dogs! Is this all you've got, you bastards? Come at me!
Ha! They sent a house cat to fight their battles. Desperate failure.
Kali! Jaza! Be safe.
My mother. I can't believe it. Why? Mother was a great warrior, a commander. She led a squad in the campaign to retake Orcrest and Riverhold from the damned Colovians. That was almost 20 years ago. Ha! Why are you even asking? I'm fine. I've known I'd be facing something dark in here since I was a cub. The monks made it very clear. Here, wherever we have to go next, the Two Moons Path, this is not an easy journey. The monks taught us that once we complete this moon's blasted cleansing, we'll have to face some kind of challenge before we walk the final path. We should see hints as to where we must go before all of this is over. Kali is ready. Why, do you need more time to rest? If I know anything about these spirit journeys, we will most likely face that general as our final test. And I am eager to put my blade into his side. You killed my bastard!
You're just like your mother. Your strength lacks strength.
My blade has tasted the blood of my mother's killer. I should feel happy, righteous. But I don't feel anything.
Your strength lacks strength. You bastards!
My blade. Who I fight is not the question I should ask. The question I should ask is, why do I fight? I fight to protect those I care for. And perhaps someday, those I lead. Thank you, Hallod. I could not have done this without you.
You've done it, Hallowed. The champions have stepped onto their new path, and all that remains is to conclude the ritual. The final step, the cleansing itself. Please, step back, Moon Hallowed. Your journey as champions is complete. The final cleansing begins. Relax your bodies. Calm your minds. Let the light of Joan and Joan wash away your doubts, your regrets. The cleansing is complete. Shazza and Kali have left the path of the lunar champions behind. The cleansing is complete. Moon Hallowed, step forward and speak to me. Thank you, Hallowed. You filled your role admirably, as hundreds of Moon Hallowed have done before you. You have the thanks of all who praise the bright moons. May Joan and Jode guard your steps and keep you safe in the trials to come. You and the champions, excuse me, the candidates, you must make for your next challenge. The moons tell me that your next destination has been revealed to you. Yes, the moons tell me that the spirits of the past spoke of a temple, the holy temple of Moonmont. Its walls once sang of moonlight, and now drip with the corruption of the Dark Mane. Hunt him down, Hallowed. Cleanse the temple, restore the cool light of Joan and Jode, and always stand beside the candidates. Shazza and Kali are counting on you. May the bright moons light your path, Hallowed. You should know there is an additional task you could undertake. It might improve your chances at Moonmont. In times long past, the Moon Hallowed would often make use of a relic sacred to the Khajiit people. Today, it is just an old lump of metal, a bauble of bygone years. But it could come in useful in the trials ahead. It is called the Golden Claw. Its power and splendor was such that an entire clerical order surrounds it. They have pledged themselves to its safekeeping for many, many years. The Order of the Claw, just one of the many organizations within the lunar clergy. Kazana Bijo belongs to the Broken Paw. We are less martial than many of the clerical orders. We prefer studious contemplation to open-clawed combat. At a monastery known as Dogrin, it means warrior's grin in the tongue of my people. Dogrin lies to the southwest of Roka, west of the Iliad ruin called Tormar.
King Camoran Eridon put his cousin Gelthior on trial. Don't worry, justice will be served.
Above. Bright moons above, the Hallowed. Please, if you have a moment, would you help poor Fellery? Fellery has been working with a wood elf to bridge the divide between our peoples. Before the Dominion, you might know, the March saw much violence between Valenwood and elsewhere. We've worked to return home the bones and relics of our ancestors. Word of our efforts spread to a group called the Dawn Mead Bandits. Scum, they peddle skooma and steal from villages in the south. They attacked Nethrin, And this one fears all our efforts will be for nothing. She hates to ask, but will you help? You are a bright moon in Fellery's sky. Thank you. You can find Nephrine recovering in the tavern. He's beside himself with worry. Of course. What would you like to know? A green speaker of Valenwood from the Grotwood. He has proven himself a thoughtful and sensitive Mer, a good partner in this cultural exchange. He has taken the setback very hard. We mostly find what we seek in mass graves, sad markers of ancient battlefields. Truth be told, most of what we uncover is worthless. But if it brings even small comfort, if it bridges the divide at all, it is worth